Got a little bit of a pre-stream going on here. And so I guess let me make sure that no desktop audio is working good, and then we'll get started with the stream. Yeah, so I think you guys should be able to hear everything. So a couple things that I would like to do at the moment. Hey Zeus, how's it going? So I think to start off, we're going to do a little bit of kind of pre-show discussion. Yeah, the question is, did they sell out already? So yeah, that's kind of the thing that we're going to go for today, is see if we can have a little bit of pre-show discussion on what we think we're going to see. I think, to be honest with you, I'm kind of looking forward to, I know the last NVIDIA lineup we had, it was pretty substantial, and so I'm interested to see what they have to compare. There's been lots of rumors going around that this is, supposed to be big Navi, and that's not the case. So, there's been rumors around that's going to be big Navi, and we're expecting to see something that's hopefully going to compete finally with NVIDIA, and I think that's going to be something interesting to see, if you know what I mean. Bots already bought it. Yeah, I know. You can't wait to see everything on eBay for like 5 times the price. Yeah, I 100% agree. I don't know, this camera looks like I might need to clean the screen of the camera real quick, but regardless of that, I still think that no, my guess, that's my guess, my wild guess, absolute wild guess. I'm just that's actually kind of what the thing we're doing today is. We're kind of making some guesses before we get started, just so that, like, I appreciate everyone that's watching. That looks a whole lot better. And that's still going to get the... But no, so like all we're going to talk about today is kind of go over what we think we're going to see. And I'm going to mess with my microphone for a good bit. But no, I just think like a couple things we want to go over is just like taking guesses on what we think the price is going to be. My guess is actually, like, I'm just taking guesses. I got no foundation for this whatsoever. But I think, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see the competitive like 3090, I think, well, not 3090, 6900, supposedly competing pretty well in the price. But the show starts in like an hour, so I just figured we'd have a nice little conversation before we get started. And I think that's probably best. Just have a conversation with y'all. It's not something I usually get to do, and I appreciate the opportunity. Yeah, so we've got about another hour pretty much. Yes. Let's see if I can I put a timer on here? Let's see if I can put a timer on here for you guys so you guys can see this. But for most part, this is just a conversation before the event starts. Looks like I can't put a timer. Let's see if I can get a timer render real quick, and then we'll do that. Yeah, a little warm up, guys. Let's see what we got here. Let's do a timer. I'm gonna guess that AMD is gonna sell. Yeah, I mean, take your guesses here. I think really the point of this little, I don't know, section that we're doing here is just to kind of have a conversation before we get started about like what we're expecting to see. I really think that, yeah, what's up everybody? Welcome. We're having a little live stream of what we expect to see on the new AMD stream, or the AMD Radeon graphics cards. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Lisa Su is definitely someone you can admire just simply for the fact of being able to do so much with the company. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know actually the previous CEO. I mean, definitely Henson Zhang, Henson Huang, sorry. Henson Huang has done a great job with the NVIDIA as well, consistently putting stuff out. And you can tell the same thing goes for Lisa Su. She's at least done a great job with continuing the momentum that Ryzen had. So I can at least admire that. Same thing I can admire for Jensen Huang with NVIDIA. As I said, for Intel at the moment, though, I can't speak too much for Intel. It's pretty disappointing, if that's the right word, of what's going on. But I'm a little concerned about Intel going forward, just because it's a little questionable. But yeah, at least with the latest processors and stuff, it's kind of, I don't know, a little disappointing, especially with AMD actually taking the crown in performance. Hopefully, we'll see when the reviews come out. What's up, K-Brain? Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. But yeah, no, so like we're just gonna have a conversation before getting started, and then hopefully by the time we get to the stream, we'll have some guesses. So I have up here some predictions and guesses. So my hope for this is that we kind of just go through and we take some guesses on what we expect to see. Like my guesses are like, as I said, guesses, nothing particular. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna see let's add some guesses here. So I'm guessing that the 6900 XT. Let's do some rumor looking up. New AMD RDNA 2 graphics cards. Welcome everybody. We're having a little bit of a pre-show, getting started before the release, just kind of get some ideas. Let's see what we got in here. Yeah, dude, I'm not disabling my ad blocker, buddy. Hell no. Let's see. So what we got? Some things to include in here. So we've got a 5600 900. Yeah. If you guys want to take your guesses, no, they have to have heat pipes in there, dude. That's just basic cooling 101. They're gonna have to have heat pipes in there. Let's see. So let's see. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be 7. I'm gonna guess the top tier is gonna be 799. I guess the 6800, probably like 599. Let's see. My guesses. 599, and then the 6700 XT is going to be the 499. So that is my guesses. Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the pre-show. This is where we kind of have a quick conversation about everything that we're expecting to see and some guesses. I probably need to make sure that let's see, make sure I get a full lineup. 6900 XT, 800 XT, and there's even include possibility of a 6500 XT, but that would be interesting to see as well. So basically the point is today we just want to have a conversation about what we're and NVIDIA is alright. I just feel like buying an AMD GPU. Honestly, I am someone that errs on the side of performance. I have an NVIDIA graphics card. I have the 1080 Ti on my computer. So we've got about another hour to go before the show. But to be honest with you guys, I think that for me it comes down to performance, and I think that fanboying is really stupid. Just like, you know, for example, you don't want to fanboy over Intel right now because that would backfire on you, and AMD has kind of gotten a mysterious underdog effect, and they've definitely worked really hard to, I guess, earn that, especially now with them taking the gaming crown. So I think going forward, I wouldn't be too surprised for I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised to see that, you know, AMD continues it on with the. I really would like to see AMD to continue on with the effect that the Zen 2 has, or Zen architecture has had, and basically continue that with the RDNA, kind of, you know, have that same momentum. The problem is, unlike with Intel, NVIDIA is continuously putting out new cards that are really good. So where Intel had some shaky issues there. So, and I say the shaky issues in the sense that we're on like Zen or 14 nanometers plus, and there's only so much you can do in the architecture that's actually going to change that. So I definitely think that going forward, if NVIDIA can put out, or sorry, if AMD can put out something that is at least somewhat decent, I think like something that like the top tier, say the 5000 or 6900 XT, it competes with a 3080. I think that will be a great start, because if you remember what happened with Zen or Ryzen, we had Intel had like the 7700K, and the Ryzen 1800X competed pretty much on par, actually outperformed it in multi-threaded performance, and was just trailing behind in single-threaded performance. Actually, I think I bought one, and I still have one laying around over here. So I think if AMD can continue that momentum going forward, and they can release something that is at least not necessarily the best in 100% in gaming, but maybe best in, you know, some more workstation applications at first and maybe just slightly trailing in the gaming, then it will incentivize the content creators to do something about it. And I mean, honestly, you got to look at the shroud, guys, and you look at the shroud, and the shroud looks really cool. Like, if you were to give away the winner of the best shroud, I would definitely say, at least if this, well, this is the shroud that they've announced, I would say that this definitely looks better in my opinion compared to the current NVIDIA graphics card, just because, or the current Founders Edition graphics cards from NVIDIA, just because, I mean, that's what I personally think so. Yeah, honestly, it depends a lot on like what they release. Like with my 1080 Ti right now, I'm playing Minecraft, guys. I don't need, like, I don't know if I'd be upgrading or not. But there are definitely people, hi in chat, AMD people, and say you can put 700. So honestly, I highly, so here's the thing that I'm thinking. Here's the reason why I've chosen these prices, and we can go over that in a little bit more in depth. So for example, my predictions here are based off of the fact that there is a lot of stuff circling on the internet that NVIDIA still has the upper hand in gaming. What I'm expecting is, we saw for RDNA, or the first RDNA architecture, we saw the 5700 XT and those cards. And those cards were really good mid-range cards. But the problem was, at least when we went up to the higher levels, there was nothing in the high tier. So this is supposed to be big Navi, it's supposed to be much bigger, but if you look at some of the teraflop performance, at least some of the leaks that have come out, it looks like it's less. Now, I'm all for high-end performance. I'm all for them to like blow it out of the water, and the price to reflect that. Like, I think that if they have like something that's 3090s and it's $2,000, that makes sense. Now, will I be able to buy it? No. Will my kidneys be gone? I mean, my other kidney already be gone? Then yes, by all means, that would probably be the only case. But I think that's very unlikely for them to do something like that, simply because there's no profit in that, or the very few people will actually buy that. Yes, it's an expensive card, but no one's going to buy it. They have better profit margins in the mid-range cards because more people will buy them. So I definitely think that if we can, as I said, if we see something in this price range, that's why I'm putting it in this price range, because I think the 3900, sorry, oh boy, NVIDIA 3900 is really a top tier card. It's like 1,500. I think that, to be honest with you, I don't think AMD was expecting to see something so high out of the league of normal cards. So I think that's more of what they're going for, is that, you know, typical stack from the, you know, 10 or the 80 to the 70. So like the 3080 to 3070 is kind of where they're shooting for, because that's usually where most of the kind of market is at. Anyway, I'm hoping you guys are having a great day already, and by all means, I'm trying to read a little bit of the chat as well. But yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in here and watching, and we'll get I guess on the way shortly. But yeah, yeah, the pricing is reversed. Did I put the price now? Oh yeah, you're right. I did the pricing wrong. Yo, you're right. I am mad stupid, guys. Someone pointed that out. Thank God. I thought I had $4.99. That was my bad. There we go. Someone had a lack of big brain moment, or not a big brain moment, but yes. So basically, we're just having a quick pre-show discussion of kind of what we think we're gonna see going forward. To be quite honest with you, there's a lot of stuff that can be thrown around here. So we're just, yeah, no, it was a mistake. I completely like slaughtered the pricing. Yeah, I'm sorry, I slaughtered the pricing. But no, put your guesses down here. I'm interested to see. So we've had people that have said stuff like that they expect the cards to be like $2,000. We've had other people saying that, you know, they've been expecting to see some insane numbers here. So I'm really curious. Oh yeah, sorry. I should put that on here because I'm not trying to hold everybody up. We're gonna watch the stream. It's at noon. It's actually in about an hour. So I'm not trying to hold you up. Like, please do not stick around here for god awful amount of time. We are just having a chill conversation here. It's in an hour. I'll put that on text here too, so that you guys can just tune in. I'd prefer you tune in here, but we're just gonna have a chill talk, and we've done this before multiple times. So starts in about an hour. Stream starts. Make sure I do my spelling right. I'll put this up here. and that way you guys can have a quick conversation. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. No, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hold anybody up. You guys, by all means, I'll make my camera a little bit bigger though. So we'll expect, so I'm definitely expecting something on par with the 3080, whether or not that be the 6900 XT, pretty much on production or on comparison with the 3800. I'm expecting something to reach 3800 levels. I'm pretty sure we're going to see that. Do I own any AMD stock? I've had issues. So, I've had things that have prohibited me from owning stock in certain companies in the past. And so since I work in the industry, I have to avoid stock in the industry. So I can't do that. But like, and from multiple companies. So I don't have any tech, like, computer tech stock just because I can't. So that's another thing, as well as that, like, I would love to have AMD stock and I would have gotten it. But I just can't at the moment. Yeah, so so as I said, I'm expecting the 3080 to have something from AMD that competes on it. I'm expecting, something in that ballpark to have something on the level of a NVIDIA 3080 in performance, and whether or not that'd be the 6900 XT, that's what I'm expecting. Now, I do not expect to see something on the 3090 level of performance, because that was a really weird card, because it was more geared towards a Titan and the professional workload there. So it was definitely very interesting there as well. But yeah, so honestly, I'm really excited to see what we have going forward and what actually gets announced. I really hope that, regardless of what you're fanboying over, that we see something that is a very strong competitor to NVIDIA, and that way either prices come down, stock becomes more available, and hopefully everything doesn't get sold out within 5 minutes. That's my other really good hope, is that we don't have something that just gets sold out like that. But yeah, I'm kind of, do you think the 6800 is going to be less power hungry? I definitely think that my guess, and I'm going to try to answer some of these questions because there's a lot of people talking. I apologize. So do I think the 6800 is going to be less power hungry? Probably, because XT is more of the overclocked version. They don't really change, at least historically, they don't really change anything. Yeah, would I build a 2900 550X or a 5950X? So what I would recommend is, I think the 5950X would be best for you deep blackout, because deep port blackout, sorry. Just because the single thread performance will definitely be substantially better. I'm trying to read some of these comments too. So I'm also guessing the 6800 XT will be about the same as the 3090. That's also what I'm guessing. That's kind of what I got priced similarly. Would you build a Threadripper 2950X or a 5950X? As I said, man, I think that's the same question. That surprisingly is the same question. But no, I think that I would definitely go for the newer generation, because the single thread performance, while you may lack some of the HEDT high-end desktop features, like some of the RAM capacity and stuff, you won't need that for for 3D modeling, because you have like 128 gigs already. So you should be fine to just go through and get the single thread performance that you really need for the 3D modeling. I think the 6900 XT is priced too low. $1,200 seems more reasonable if it's indeed a hyperclass card. So some of the leaks and stuff that have been circulating have suggested that it's actually going to be more on par with a 3080, and that's why I've got it priced at this point. Now, this is my guesses, and I'm not trying to like be offensive or say like, how dare I price it that low. I'm just going off of what the internet says, and these are my guesses. So by all means, I'd like to see a card that performs on that at that price point. Like, they have something that competes right at that range, like a 6009 or a 3090 in level performance for $1,200. By all means, I'm down. I just don't know if that's feasible, and that's going to be at least what the internet is suggesting so far. By all means, we can go through. Yeah, the other question about the VRAM though is 16 gigabytes. From what I understand, there are some games now that are starting to reach that, but there also are quite a few that aren't. So I think I'm starting to see more of a disparity between games that are not using as much VRAM versus games that are using heavily VRAM. So, what do you think about the single and what do you think about the insane single core performance that the 5000 series seems to have from the leaks, that if they're real? I honestly think that I am really happy, not because I am happy for AMD and not because I'm sad for Intel or because I'm trashing Intel. I'm not a fanboy here. On this channel we focus on performance. The thing about this currently is I'm just happy that we have really good competition now, because it is switched up. It used to be that Intel was the best, and if these leaks are true about the 5000 series, then now AMD will be the best, and then it will be catch up for both of them, which means it will be even more innovation. And I'm really looking forward to seeing, over the next 10 years or so, what processors are going to look like, because compared to the long period in which we had that endless period of 4-core processors and 8 threads for like 10 years, that was so slow. And then after AMD got really competitive, we've had like the biggest leap in processor performance for regular users. Like, I'm streaming this on a 32-core processor right now. Like, that would have not even existed had we had some competition. So I think that's I have the stream starts in about an hour. I'm sorry if that's not clear. Please let me know if I need to do something. But no, I'm saying, like, it's really good to see something to compete with. Do these prices make sense compared to the console prices of the AMD graphics cards? So I think these prices make sense compared to kind of the leaks that we have and the kind of the guesses and the predictions based off of what NVIDIA has put out as well. I'm kind of disappointed that I won't be able to see the stream that's in an hour. I'll post it after I'm done. And I think we're at a record now with the most viewers we've had on the stream. So thank y'all. I appreciate that. I actually, on a side note, this Saturday, I actually gave one of my subscribers a brand new computer. I'm releasing that video this Saturday. If you're interested in that, I want to do more of those. I don't have endless money though. It's usually just AdSense or donations. I try to reinvest it back into the channel. So that will be this Saturday if you want to watch that video. Hopefully, actually, I think he's getting the computer today. Let me see where it is according. But no, I bought a subscriber. He had his computer break, and he was actually I was helping him pick out a computer, and basically I just at the end of it told him I was buying it for him. So I was really happy to do that. It was definitely a good kid, and it's someone that I've kind of known through my previous channel and then on this channel, and I figured that would be, it was definitely someone that I in the right track in life, and doing a really responsible. He was actually like I think 15 or 16, but a really responsible kid, and I felt like it was a nice thing to do to go through. And I nothing other than just record a video, you open it, and I mean there went my ad revenue for like 2 months, but it's good. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can check that out, subscribe. Other than that, I'm not particularly, it's not even delivered yet. But yeah, no. Nice to be on the stream. It's nice to have you in the stream, Nick Eats. I appreciate you being on here. Yeah, I watched your stream and we watched the video announcements. Yep. Jay's Tech Vault. I currently have a 1060 6GB. Should I upgrade to the 3070 tomorrow or wait for an AMD card? So there are two sides to this. First off, when the Vega architecture came out in 2017, I was looking at buying a 1080 Ti. I didn't wait for Vega, and I bought the 1080 Ti, and it was and the Vega architecture was a disappointment, and the 1080 Ti ended up like gaining tripling its value in 2018 because of the cryptocurrency craze. And in the end, it was a great card, and I don't regret it a single bit. That going for this though, AMD has changed up a lot currently, what they have going for them. So you look at Ryzen has done an amazing job going forward and turning the tables. So I would not be surprised to see a really big change going forward. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised to see them release something good. So I'd at least wait for this. Vega in the past, AMD really didn't have much up their sleeves except Ryzen, which wasn't really that developed. I think if we can wait for and see at least what this is offering, then I think we'll be good. And yeah, as I said, there's a lot of stock issues with NVIDIA, and I think that actually is disappointing. They may actually have a really good card, NVIDIA, but they have no stock. So that's where AMD also has a slight advantage if they can pull off the stock, which is the question. Yeah, I'm gonna. Do you think there will be cheaper options for AMD, like a 6600 XT? So currently the rumors suggest 3 different big Navi cards, which I have up here, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something more on the more substantial going for them, but I'm not. I'm expecting these high-end mid-range cards because the previous generation was more of the mid-range, so we're expecting more of the higher-end stuff I guess today and stuff. Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised we have 1,000 viewers at this time, guys. Thank y'all. Appreciate that. They aren't announcing the 6700 XT. Okay. I haven't heard that. So we have guesses. I've heard a lot of $4,000 or $400 for the 6700 XT, and that could be very well possible. There are definitely some people that could think that. But for the matter of fact, I'm not necessarily. I don't know. This is my guess. You guys are welcome to have your guess. The fan is like a helicopter. Can you guys hear the fan? Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry if the. But no, I'm really excited to see what's going to be released. I'm really looking forward to seeing this. So MSI has already listed cards. Navi 21 XL is 6800, not 6700 XT. Okay, so we might have a 6800. Okay, that might be interesting. I think that will be interesting to see as well. I don't know. I'm interested to see what actually happens. I'm actually gonna run to the bathroom, and then we can continue on this conversation. I will be right back at the moment, and then we can continue on the lovely conversation of what the heck is going on with AMD. Okay. Boys, ladies, and gentlemen, let's get back to this. Okay. Welcome, everybody. So, a couple things that I was talking about previously. So we've got some people pop up chat real quick. Okay, don't mind chat, guys. I don't know why we're spamming chat. That's good though. Anyway, let's continue on with the talk. Anyway, so what I'm expecting for Navi and stuff is just something that's really substantial, I'm expecting the high-end cards to really pull off something good. What streaming programs I'm using OBS, but I'm expecting Navi to be rather at least substantial in terms of what's going forward and stuff. Does AMD have any ray tracing tech yet? I think they've got I think that they don't have dedicated ray tracing cores, but I think they're doing a great job with at least putting something that's capable of not directly doing dedicated to ray tracing, but their other cores can kind of do ray tracing without being dedicated for it. If you know what I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than for example, a CUDA core trying to do ray tracing. Yeah, welcome to releases. I don't know. We should have a kidney counter, guys. How many kidneys do we think this is? Okay, we just need to make another text thing real quick. Let's make another text. How many kidneys do we think we're gonna need for this? Kidney counter, cost count, kidney cost counter. And my guess is it's gonna let's see, kidney cost counter are for the 6900 XT, and my guess is it's gonna be 1 kidney. That's my guess up here. That's my guess. Kidney counter. That would be my guess here. Yeah, there are no moderators here. There's no point in particularly moderating the chat. Like, I mean, I've got someone I'm trying to get on, but we'll hopefully have some more moderators in a sec. And then the problem is I never really, I don't do streams on here often, so let me pop the chat out again. This isn't somewhere I particularly usually, I don't stream at all. I do my videos and that's about it. 200,000 kidneys. Yo, I like that. How many guesses we thinking for the top tier card, guys? I'm thinking 1 kidney. We got 3 for the lot, all of them. Let me see if I can recruit some moderators real quick. But no, I'm really excited to see what actually gets released. 200,000 kidneys. Yo, that's some mad kidneys, guys. Like, you're going to have to sell that. Yo, do you think the new cards will be able to do ray tracing like NVIDIA cards in most games? I'm expecting something along the lines of ray tracing. Ray tracing has actually been something kind of interesting because you normally, like, I was like, like when it came out. But I think that going forward, I think ray tracing will be something that they'll have to include just because NVIDIA pushed it so hard. So, like, if they don't put ray tracing in these cards, and NVIDIA's like, oh, we've got ray tracing. Is ray tracing really that good? No, but it's the market jargon that they're going to have to conform to. I got a 2080 Ti and an i7 8700K. Would you upgrade to a 5950X or wait till DDR5 to arrive? I actually have a hunch that the DDR5 modules might be compatible with current motherboards, but I have a hunch that might be the case, and I'm not too technical in that aspect. I'm still kind of working my way through school at the moment, but I have a hunch that it might be, they might put the same modules in there, or they might make them somewhat compatible. I'm not sure, or at least have like some type of BIOS update. I'm not sure, but just because there's a lot of, we originally were expecting to have DDR5 in 2020. That was like the rumors back in 2017. So I'm a little surprised that, you know, they didn't go through, and I don't know. A little surprised on that. Yeah, so welcome everybody. These cards have ray tracing. Info about has already been leaked. Okay, so they have ray tracing. That's the thing though. Like, in order to ray trace, like my 1080 Ti can ray trace, hold up, I gotta get this. Trying to look for somebody here. Okay, there we go. So I have a 590. It's pretty bad. Worth upgrading? Maybe. It would depend on really what you're expecting. I actually have a mod on here. You should be we finally have one mod. But no, I think going forward there's a little bit of you might be able to get a year out of that card or two. And then I've given I'll have to get some mods in here in a sec. But anyway, honestly, I love the 1080 Ti. I don't know if I'll upgrade. Can we have a moment to talk though? Real quick side tangent about the cards themselves that are the most attractive looking. Like the 1080, it's like the Founders Edition for the 10 series, like the high-end Founders Edition cards. they pretty nice. Like I really like how they look. Now the 20 series was okay, and I dislike the 30 series the most from NVIDIA, just from how it looks. Now these AMD cards look pretty spicy themselves, so I'm not surprised or something. But it's really interesting to see exactly like what the cards look like, and I'm curious about these new cards, if that's really going to reflect. Let me see if I can get some pictures real quick of these new cards. So AMD Ryzen, or sorry, AMD RDNA 2 cards. Honestly, I think they look so much like, these cards look so well designed, if that makes sense. Like, it's a triple fan design, and these cards literally look like the classic AMD cards, but they're also very modern. I like this. I wouldn't say it's more than the 10 series for me, but it definitely does, like, definitely looks cool. So if you have anything from the last generation or the last generation of Ryzen, I would say hold off. There's no point right now in upgrading, because we don't, right, like, it's deciding now. Don't decide to do that now. You need to really see what these cards release. And honestly, even in my past experience, it's not worth the upgrade from a past if you're just one generation behind. Usually you start seeing the need to upgrade if you're 2 generations behind or more. And that's in my preference, because I feel like you only get about 10 to 30% upgrade from generation to generation, even if it's a really good generational leap. So I don't think that if you go through and you upgrade right now, it's going to do much for you. You know what I mean? Hey, Corey. Okay, Corey. What's up, Corey? Okay. Nils is here. And, let's see. Add moderator. And my boy Corey is here. We're going to get some moderators in here. Okay. You both should be all set up to be mods now. So I got some moderation in the chat. I appreciate it. I got it. I got them both. Moderators, so we should have a couple more moderators, and I appreciate you guys helping me out with this a whole lot. I don't usually stream, and I appreciate you guys coming out to help out with the moderating. Honestly, if you're on integrated graphics, man, you're in the wrong place here. Like, I know that feeling. I ran off integrated graphics for when I was a little bit younger, and I appreciate that a lot. Well, I can at least appreciate where that is and the difficulty with that. So dedicated graphics cards is what you're really going to be needing here. Yeah, honestly, the only thing I'd say about getting a new Intel CPU is Intel is really struggling at the moment. And I say that lightly. Intel is really struggling to pull off something that is competitively good against AMD. So I'm hoping that what we see with AMD is something that is pulls weight, you know what I mean? Like well, not AMD. I'm hoping to see something from Intel that pulls weight. We see some processors that are competitive and then actually provide something against us in terms of gaming. Because right now AMD is just actually consistently worked and actually beat Intel in terms of performance for gaming. So I'm interested to see what we have going forward and not. Yeah, I'm really interested to see exactly what we have going forward and stuff. Anyway, so a couple things to talk about. Prices. I've put up some prices here, and these prices are pretty much based off of kind of what I'm expecting based off the leaks and rumors that are sticking around here. So there's a couple things that I've included in these prices. So the first one is my guess, and based off the rumors and stuff that we have floating around, is that the NVIDIA or the AMD cards are close to the current release of NVIDIA, the 3000 series, but they're not quite as good. So what I have here is prices that kind of reflect that. I do have some streams where I build computers from scratch. I do that. But going back to the predictions here. So I think that what we're expecting to see is something along the lines of slightly less performance across the board. So the 6900 XT may be slightly better than the 3080 or right around the 3080. And the 6800 XT is between, like, it would be like a 3070 Ti almost. and then the 6700 XT kind of being on par with maybe a 3060 if that existed. I don't believe it does. So I'm expecting something along that line in there, and definitely a pretty, I'm expecting a pretty solid release. I'm just not expecting a card to come out that's like, say for example, 3 times better than a 6900 X or 3090. Sorry, I'm not expecting like a 3 times the performance of a 3090 on some of these cards. A, because they would sell it for a much higher price, and then B, there would be nobody would buy it, so it wouldn't be worth it. They're gonna go for the mid-range cards like they've done for years and years, and I expect to see that as something in the mid-range market that's in there pretty well. Yeah, honestly, see. So benchmarks show 3070 is a bad buy when $200 more you can get a 3080. Yeah, a lot of benchmarks. Oh boy. Thank you for the donation, by the way. What do you think? Will AMD finally be able to work properly for streaming and rendering with no pixels? I personally, the problem is I have a couple graphics cards with AMD, but not any of the recent ones. So and I know that kind of discourages the whole point of this video, and I'm hoping I can actually buy one, like if this turns out to be good. But what do you think? Will AMD finally be able to work with streaming properly? I think I'm expecting a pretty solid release. That's what I'm expecting, and I am pretty positive on my expectation because I'm thinking that AMD will have to. They have continuously stepped up their game in the processor market. I'm expecting them to do the same in the graphics market. And I'm assuming that all this problem with, people having problems with drivers and stuff, I'm expecting those problems to also get resolved. AMD did a great job with Ryzen. They have brought it up from the ground, and I know Intel was kind of slacking on that period, but consistently they have done a good job with Ryzen, and they are starting to work, and you see that they are trying to catch up to NVIDIA. Now, unlike with Intel, NVIDIA is continuously putting their foot forward and trying to one-up themselves, which is not the best for AMD because they're trying to play catch-up, and regardless of what your political affiliation is here, who you fanboy over, that is the fact. So for them to put something out that's really solid, I expect that, especially because this was supposed to be dubbed Big Navi and it's supposed to be like the really, really good stuff. I think expecting to see a solid release at least will be in the right step in the direction. Actually, as I was previously talking about earlier, we were talking about how like the Ryzen series was very, the first Ryzen was like 3000 or the 1700X, 1800X compared to the 7700K. And in gaming, it was slightly behind, but for the workstation users that wanted a mix of workstation and gaming, it was a great option. So that's why I'm saying for this I'm expecting something that may not necessarily be the very best for gaming, extremely the best for gaming. Say like the 6900 XT may be slightly behind the 3080, but I'm expecting something that like when you want to do workstation stuff or streaming, that you see performance that is really, really good. And I think that it provides a much better competitive advantage for people to go through and buy this card and stream. And I think it's going to start with the niche market like the workstation market was for Ryzen, and then it's going to move out into a much larger market. So I don't know about the $799 prediction for the highest end card. If it only performs dead on better than the 3080, I can maybe see that price, in my opinion. Yeah, my guess is it's slightly ahead, but AMD is going to go for the cost cutting and trying to get at that price measure. Because let me get the 3080 price, and thank you for the donation, by the way. 3080 price, just make sure I get the prices right. So the 3080, well, on eBay right now is like $1,600. Good Lord. So the 3080 is only $700. So if we were to say that the 3900 XT is slightly better, which is my guess, then I would say it wouldn't be a surprise to see that the card actually is $100 more. That's my guess. Does a kidney actually cost $7,799? No, it does not. It does not. Kidney, let's see. I forget what I had in my video. By the way, if you want to actually watch a video where I tell you how much every organ can get you in terms of graphics cards, there's a video I have on my channel for that. Just a quick self-promote there. But no, it's really, really, I don't know. kidney's like $2,000 if depending, like, and I think Iran or something, you can do it legally and it's like $2,000. You have to fly out there, then you have to fly back, and then by then you're I don't know how much money you're gonna get. Legally is the problem. If you want to do it illegally, then you have plenty. Anyone will buy anything for illegally. Like, honestly though, yeah, these are rather expensive, so I'm not sure what we're gonna actually expect going forward, but I'm really interested to see if it ends up at least being on par with the performance. You know, I'm hoping a good, decent release. Like, please, decent release. This year I upgraded my PC. I'm waiting for Big Navi to come out before I decide on processors and video cards, and I spent close to 2,700 upgrades so far. So for the record, we have lots of people that are doing the organ stuff for kidneys and stuff. First off, this man right here has got the right idea. You've Eli Percival. I'm sorry I slaughtered your name. I'm sorry, I know I did. But you wait to see what you have on your table before you make a purchase, and that's an educated buyer. Don't go through and get into hype buying. Don't buy something because NVIDIA says that it's like 3 times the performance of a 2080 Ti for $500. And honestly, I'm hoping that the 3090, nothing is going to compete with the 3090. I am not expecting anything to compete with the 3090. Why? Because the 3090 was an extremely high-end card that has an extremely high-end price point. AMD has not really broken into the market. They are not having a large percentage of the market share, so they wouldn't start with a high-end card that only very few people would buy. They'd want to start more in the middle. Now, the previous generation, the 5000 series, was a good middle-of-the-road card. We had something in dead center that was, you know, around 2070 in performance. I think it was a little bit lower than that, but it was mid-range cards. Now when we go through and we have this next generation, they're pushing that a little bit higher, and they're trying to expand the market in which they have, you know, people in there and people buying their cards. I don't expect anything higher than a 3090 in performance. Actually, I would expect somewhere in between a 3080 and a 3090 performance for the 6900 XT. That is my guess. Do I think that we are going to have cards in between there? Yeah, and I think all of the other cards are going to fall in line based off of that. Already been confirmed that the 3900 XT is more powerful by the 3090 than by 10%. So if that is the case, then I am all down for it. Double bubble. Like, I am all down for it to be more powerful. Like, I am not here advocating for I want AMD to do a stocky release. I actually really want AMD to do a good release, so that way we get good competition and we all get better graphics cards and cheaper graphics cards. That's not what I'm here about. I'm just saying what I've seen on the internet is kind of that's what kind of leads me to these guesses. But I'll be wrong, and I don't mind being wrong. This is just a little adventure that we're having today to kind of get started or kick it off. But I really don't know what we'll expect to see, and I'm interested to see exactly what's going on, at least in terms of, you know, how long before it starts. We got about an hour to go. 30 minutes actually to go. And then we'll be getting started. I've got it pulled up here. But I'm really excited to see what we got. Like, I'm hoping for a solid release. It's a really good release, and it does a great job. Are you going to make a video about the new cards after stream? So this Saturday's video, I gave a subscriber, I think he's actually in the Discord chat, or not in the Discord chat, the stream chat. But I gave one of my subscribers a gaming PC. So I think that video I'm going to work on, he's actually should be getting it today. So I don't have endless money. I just saved up for months of my ad revenue to finally buy a subscriber a gaming PC. So yeah, so his like computer broke and stuff, and so he thought that I was helping him pick out a new computer so he could go buy it, but nope, I bought it. So I think that's what's going to be this Saturday. I actually don't really do many videos anymore on the specific nitty-gritty details of leaks, because I've had issues in the past of, you know, where since I kind of work in the industry, there's things that I can't talk about, so I have to stay away from the leaks. This is kind of the good thing, is I can talk about this, so I'm doing a stream on it, but there are just some things in the past I can't talk about, so leaks are not for me. And that's just why my channel has shifted more away. If you've followed my channel for a bit, you've seen that my channel has shifted away from talking all about leaks, because I really can't. and more towards, you know, doing the fun comedic stuff of, you know, doing buying people computers or having a fun, you know, comedic video about how much computers cost with, you know, the organs and doing cool stuff like that. Does YouTube pay me decent? No. By no means am I. When I say I buy someone a computer, that means like that's 3 months of ad revenue I saved and I didn't get any. Like I saved all up to buy like a $700 computer. So whatever the math is, that's like what, $200 a month. That's what I've saved up for like 3 months. So it's by no means am I making like bank off of this. This is 100% a hobby, and even with however many 50K subscribers, I am extremely grateful to be able to have 1,000 some people watching. I'm not asking for money. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just saying that is where, when I say that I buy someone a computer, that is because that's literally what this channel is kind of for. So I am not advocating or saying anything like that. I'm just saying that there's not much money, and I try to at least spend it in at least a decent way. So no. So let's have a conversation about the last 30 minutes we have with us today. We have 30 minutes to go before, I guess, the official release of the official announcement. And I'm hoping that really what we're expecting to see is a pretty solid release. What microphone do I have? I have the Audio-Technica 2500 or ATR 2500X, and actually I really like this microphone. Like, there is some low mic gain, which I think maybe actually something to do with like my computer not being grounded properly, but I really like this microphone. Like, it's at the point where I'm not sure if I'm going to make a review on it or not, because I don't really make reviews, but I might have to make an exception here. And but yeah, I don't know. I really like this microphone, and as I said, and by the way, everyone, to Rove Mag, it looks like you just subscribed, so thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate everyone subscribing. So I have a second job. So I'm actually so there's a couple things that I do. I'm actually also a full-time student at the moment. I'm doing electrical engineering, computer engineering. I'm actually doubling majoring, and I'm planning on going for grad school. So I am not. So then that's one side of it, and then I work in system integration and actually like computer engineering over the summers. So if you look at like my bio or whatever, I technically am probably kind of qualified to do this channel because I'm doing electrical engineering in school. Within like the next couple of years or whatever, I'll have like grad school degree and stuff in computer engineering, electrical engineering, and then I also work in electrical engineering and computer engineering, which is why we were talking about earlier. I have to stay away from some of the leaks because I can't comment on them. So anyway, I think these cards look absolutely wonderful, and I think I'm really excited to see, you know, going forward, what it looks like. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what we have and what's going on and what actually gets announced. And I have a 5700, but it's great, but the drivers hit into the gutter. Yeah, I know. The problem with NVIDIA or AMD, is their drivers are really notoriously bad. So I'm really excited to see if they actually pull something off. Honestly, for streaming, get a decent processor and a decent graphics card, and then that way you can kind of hand it off either way. Why can't you talk about leaks? You can't talk about leaks because sometimes you know if the leaks are true or not, and you can't say anything about that. So that's really what it is you can't talk about leaks if you know they're true. That's kind of the difficulty with it. So that's why I don't do leaks on this channel anymore, is because I'm put in situations where I can't talk about it. So that's kind of why I say that. And I have no problem with doing that, and I love, you know, working and going to school for computer engineering, working in computer engineering, all that stuff. I have no issue with that. So there's nothing against that. And actually I need to change this to starts in 30 minutes too. Starts in 30 minutes. There we go. So no. Hey, electrical engineering difficult, or how? I know it's kind of a basic question, but what are you planning to do next and get into next spring? So I'm doing My university has like a double major track, so I can do computer engineering and electrical engineering. So the problem with me is I'm always someone that struggled in the maths and stuff. So the maths are really rough. And then if you're interested in the stuff, like when you get into the more like higher level classes, it's actually a lot, in my opinion, more fun. It's hell. Like it's literal hell because you're doing so much work, but it is fun to actually get into doing that. If you're interested in the stuff, I really liked, and the other thing too is like the environment of working in the industry versus working or like doing schoolwork is completely different. Because when you get into the industry and you get a decent group of people that you're working with that are developing something like tech products or something like this, you make something that's really cool and you get to work on projects that are really cool. Like when I started this YouTube channel, I thought that I would know about the latest and greatest, the stuff that technically was like leak grade stuff that's like, 6 months out. I thought I would always know about that through YouTube. I thought I'd figure all that stuff out. And being able to actually like work in the industry and being able to work on some really cool projects and work on them for like the course of multiple years and then see them finally come to release and everyone's really excited about them, that's also extremely rewarding. So while, people will say the electrical engineering is hell. Yes, it is. It's engineering and it's absolute a pain. But don't let that discourage you between what the end result is, which is actually working in a field that's really encouraging. So someone asked, David Pay, would it be a good idea to get a separate streaming PC? So a separate streaming PC is kind of debatable here because you need the adapter or the capture PCIe card and stuff. So it really depends on kind of what you're expecting here. But I think depending on kind of where you're situated at, like how serious you are, you may want to consider it. But then again, there are great PCs that can handle doing both, or you could always use a virtual machine. So you have buy a nice big computer. Well, when I say big computer, I mean like high CPU or big CPU, and then maybe 2 graphics cards, and then have the, I don't know, that way you would use a virtual machine on one and virtual machine on the other. Now there may be some graphics and drivers issues with that, so I'm not too experienced with that. But that would be another way to attack that problem, is to do two virtual machines, one for streaming and one for gaming, and that way you wouldn't have to worry about resource consumption. But after this video, I expect to see that the 5700 XT is kind of dead. 5700 and 5700 XT are dead. And so I'm really excited to see at least what we get released and stuff. And honestly, I appreciate everyone for tuning in here and watching. This has been really fun, at least a fun pre-show to start off with and talk about. So there will be Navi 20th that will compete with 5700 for 200 or so. I have a separate PC. It's much better. You just need another network card. It's much better than streaming from a main PC. Yeah, I think that probably is that is probably the most professional level, is to do a separate PC. But I think in reality, it may not necessarily be the most practical in some situations. Yeah, a laptop works fine too. Really what it comes down to is graphics and CPU, and laptops typically are more expensive for that same level of performance. So I'm interested to see, on a 5700 XT, I am not someone, I just call the numbers how I call them numbers, but I'm actually interested more in the Intel Z stuff coming out. But I think that the Intel Z stuff is really going to be interesting because you have AMD, you have NVIDIA, and then now you have a third coming into here as well. So I think it's definitely going to be very interesting to see what kind of comes out of this going forward, at least. I'm curious. I need to go for a bit. I'll be back when the event happens. Yeah, it's good that you have a smaller YouTube channel audience in a way, because you can actually read their comments. Yeah. It's always been a contradictory thing, because I used to have a gaming channel and I used to have 30 or 50 some viewers, and it was like a tight-knit community. And then now you get here, and I rarely stream, and when I stream we get hundreds of viewers, and I'm not, in this case, thousands. I think this is a record. So I regret having so many that I try to read everything. Like I try to respond, because this is more of like a chat based. Like when we stream, there's no way I'm going to be able to respond to everybody, watch the stream and let everyone hear that what's going on in the stream. So I am trying to, I don't know, it's a tug of war, because you really want to listen to you guys and talk to you guys and make this more of an interaction rather than just a standard, you watch some dude watch a live stream. That's boring as hell. So I try to at least be, I know Chromebook has more followers than me. If you haven't noticed, I made some videos about Chromebook and how it's annoying. But basically, I know there's good and bad things to growing in size, I guess, as a channel. And I think that one of the regrets I have is that, it's difficult to interact with everybody, and I'd like to do that more. Also, Apple's new APU. Actually, Apple, in my opinion, will not bring any more competition. If you're going to buy a Mac, you're going to buy a Mac. Like, the only person that Apple is hurting is Intel and maybe a little bit AMD. Intel because they make the CPUs, and AMD because the high-end MacBooks have the graphics in them. Now, I think that for the next couple years, we will see a phase out, and then eventually we'll get to the point where everything will be, Apple will make everything in their computers. And honestly, AMD does not really make a whole lot from MacBooks. Like what I mean, Apple has struck some deals. You have the graphics cards are not really that expensive that are in MacBooks. So I don't think that Intel is the one that's going to be more suffering, because Intel puts their high-end stuff in there. I really don't think that we're going to see significant, competition for AMD from Apple. Apple is not for gaming. So now keep in mind, there are other kinds of people that are out there using these computers though. You have people that are, kidney counters up there, because that's how many kidneys it costs to buy this graphics cards. But I definitely think that Apple, is not for gaming, and there are other applications, like you have workstation users that are going to go through and actually do the make their workstation laptops, the MacBook Pros and stuff, but those are not for gaming. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what exactly goes forward with that. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm really sincerely excited to see what we have happen today, and I'm hoping that with this new release, we're going to see some solid performance. We're going to see a solid graphics card come out, and something that really is competitive. I'm really looking forward to it. AMD's drivers still bad. Apparently they are. Someone had a 5700 XT on here, and they were 5700 XT. I need to pronounce it correctly because everyone's getting ill. But no, I think definitely it's going to be interesting to see what we have going forward and stuff. But no, I'm hoping we have a pretty solid release. I'm really hoping. So we can just hope for a solid release. Everyone hoped that AMD and Lisa Su did a great job. And let's see. We got 20 minutes left, and it's the final countdown. But yeah, so basically you guys can ask your questions in here. I'll try to answer them as we wait for the next little section here. And we will kind of continue on here. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. MacBook Pro workstations, I'm throttling almost immediately. Hey. So my opinion of MacBooks have, over the course of my life, has decreased drastically. I originally thought MacBooks were good gaming machines when I was very young, or iMacs or whatever back when I was young. So I was like, oh, these are good gaming machines. No. And my opinion of MacBook has drastically decreased. And then if you watch, am I Jay's 2 cents son? No, he's actually commented on one of my videos though, which has been kind of cool. I am not trying to impersonate him or live up to him or do anything like that. I'm my own person. He's his own person. I got good respect for him though. Definitely. I don't know. I watched his, the video he did on like Draw My Life or whatever, and that was very interesting. And so, I admire people that have struggles, and the struggles make people human, and I can appreciate that. So what does it mean that AMD has bad graphics drivers? Well, it means that the crashes and stuff is what I've been hearing. I can't speak from personal experience. This is secondhand, so just take that with a grain of salt. But I've a substantial amount of people I've seen complaining about it, so I wouldn't be surprised necessarily. Can you recommend me a GPU for an i5 8400? Well, the problem with that is I think that's a 6-core only and 6-thread, so you've got some issues with limited cores. Honestly, the problem is cores are going so fast. Like the rate in which we get new cores on processors, like we went from AMD having, we've gone from 8, their top tier Threadripper, we're just looking at that. We went from 16 to like I think 32 to like 64. And actually, yeah, it's crazy. And also, real quick, I'm gonna talk about something because someone said JC sends a sellout. I'm not really gonna talk about any of the sellout stuff, except that I get constant emails about key companies, like the Windows key companies, emailing me wanting me to do dedicated videos, paying like absurd amounts of money for it. Like for the record, I get like $200 or $300 a month from this YouTube channel. They offer to pay like $700 to $800 per video. Now, okay, that's a lot of money, and I'm not gonna even argue with that people offer that money. But hear this out: these people are the most shady people I have ever seen. You go on and you buy one of these keys, they don't even work. Like I at least when I go through and I do my videos, if I'm gonna do any sponsor stuff, I at least look into the company before I do a sponsor. And then you look on YouTube, and there's like 5 people that have done dedicated videos of these channels or of these key stores. Key stores are extremely sketchy, and I'm probably gonna make a video on this because I've had enough. But like, there is no way that people genuinely, like, these companies are genuinely good people. You buy the keys and they don't work, and then you have to go complain to Microsoft until they actually give you a new one. There is no way that this is something I'm going to advertise. I don't give a damn if it's freaking $700. I don't. That's not what this channel is about. I work. I have another job over the summer. That's how I pay for stuff. That's just not. That is not right. That is not just. That is not. I'm not going to do that to people. I'm not going to shove that down to people's throats. I'm not going to shove misleading products down people's throats. That's just stupid. And I'm not going to call out YouTubers, but there are big YouTubers that have done this with these companies, and these companies are absolutely despicable in the sense that they're pretty much advertising broken products, paying YouTubers to advertise like big money to advertise these crappy products, key products. So by no means am I actually going to advertise this stuff. This is just, that's complete garbage. Jane, can I have your opinion? I'm on a budget and want to get a 3000G, which I'll upgrade to a 3600. What GPU would you choose? No, those actually sound like great options. I think that's right around the price. It's hard to tell. It's more difficult to do a price comparison. With like, if you give me a price, I can tell you kind of what graphics cards. But no, if you do sell it out, just tell us in the future. No, I'm always honest about that too. Like, I've done some stuff where like I had a wallet company contact me, and actually I don't have it on me, but like it was a video I did, made like a porch pirate bait that had like, I wrote a little script that like hid the files on the computer and stuff. I did a video on that, but I said like, this is someone sent me this for, this is what I'm using in the video. I got this for free. I actually like this wallet actually looks cool. But that's my honest opinion there, and I had no problem with that because that's what I said. But people that go through and we're going to do a video on how to get Windows for $10, and the key company, when you buy the keys, they do not work. That pisses me off. I'm sorry. I will not go through and advertise something on this channel unless I have 100, like I go through and I buy the product. Like I had, as I said, the key stores, that is just the most sketchy thing, because I'll go through and buy, like I bought, like in total, I must have bought like 15 keys, Windows keys from these stores that, hey, we'll give you $700 if you go through and you advertise this in a dedicated video. And you go through and you buy the key and it doesn't work for like all of them. And you're like, and then you have to go complain to Microsoft till they give you a new one because these are OEM keys. Oh yeah, no, that is my pet peeve. And YouTubers that do that, I'm not going to call people out, but there are YouTubers out there that advertise, I think it's CD Keys is one of them, but yeah, no, there are a bunch of people that I have had. Yeah, I don't do that. We have 15 minutes left. Yeah, you're right. I need to change that. I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent about why I despise people that sell out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got off a real bad tangent. I apologize if anyone got really upset about that. I don't. Are they even legal? I have no idea. This channel is not supposed to be making money or anything like that. This has been a channel for the last 4 years or so that I've been fooling around on the internet. What do you do with your old things from like old videos like that Chromebook? So the funny story about the Chromebook was it's actually a gift that I gave my mother. Actually I got it from like free from work. So I didn't get, I didn't actually pay for it. So I was like, okay, I mean, that should make my opinion better of it, right? So I gave it to my mom as like her Christmas present last year. And I was like, hey, here, use this. And my mom went through and she used this. And she ran into so many issues because she's helping my younger brother with his homework still because he's still in school. And he's going through and she's trying to like put pictures on a Google Doc, like the basic thing that you use on a Chromebook. And it's lagging. Like the Chromebook has like a 2-core processor in there at like 1.4 gigahertz and it's lagging. Like, why is that? Like this Chromebook's like $600 or $700 and you're advertising this as being like a gaming machine in like circumstances. They're saying all Chromebooks are gaming machines. Oh my gosh. So I'm like, this is not right. And that's the problem with this channel is I will call out things that are not right. People selling 1080 Ti's on Wish and are not 1080 Ti's. I will call you out. If you're selling your CD keys, if you're selling your keys, Microsoft keys that are clearly not working and fake, I will call you out. And when you're advertising that Chromebooks are good for gaming in ads to underage kids, I will call you out. I don't care. That is just not correct. I don't care on whose book that is. It is not just. I'm sorry, I got off on a real tangent, but that sincerely pisses me off. And I appreciate that, Fish Eyes. I sincerely appreciate that donation. It's a drop in the bucket, but it doesn't really. $5. I'll buy something to eat tonight. I'll use it to buy something to eat tonight. I appreciate that. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry we got off on a tangent about my moral compass. But I really appreciate everyone watching, and I'm sorry that before we got started, you guys get to learn more about me. But yeah, Chromebooks, as I said, I have no problem with Chromebooks for education. Let me just be clear though. Chromebooks are really good for educational lockdown schools and where people need just to do school. And Norfish Ice Productions sellout. Okay. I appreciate that donation as well. But like there are good uses for Chromebooks, but where you advertise them as gaming machines, Chief, that's not happening. I'm sorry. I'm going to call you out because that's just not right. So there are a lot of things. Like there was one company that was advertising a USB drive that could turn your computer into a gaming machine. It was like I don't remember what it was, but it was like a USB drive that would, you install the like Linux on it and it makes it faster and it turned it into a gaming machine. Nope. I called that out too. That's what I really enjoy that though. I really enjoy calling out BS on the internet, especially in tech. That is what, if you want to ask what I enjoy doing on this channel, it is calling out BS on the internet about tech. That is really what I enjoy. Yeah, I that's what I enjoy on this channel. Now, do I have the money to buy everything and buy every scam? No. The amount of money that I've spent on scams is probably making my credit, like I've given up at trying to get the money back too, because like Wish, for example, was like, you've asked for your money back on every single thing that you've bought. You're just clearly scamming us. Or my credit card company's like, oh yeah, you just clearly asked for your money back because it's like you do that every time. And I'm like, but I'm making... Yeah, no, it's I've just given up and I've just lost money now on everything. So, this presentation is to determine if I go full red. Well, I have an AMD processor in my computer right now and an NVIDIA graphics card. So we will see. I have a 1080 Ti and I probably could use an upgrade. I don't know what I'd use it for. And actually, I'd probably look into helping my brother get a new graphics card because he's actually more into gaming. So, you gotta use ThinkPad or something much better than a Chromebook. Yeah, honestly, anything is better than a Chromebook if you are not a school or a university buying laptops for their students. That is my only caveat there. Marketing is designed to sell you something regardless of it being good. And I mean, it's sad because the worst part is that video I made about the Chromebooks. Everyone in the comments was either like, I'm watching this on a Chromebook and I 100% agree, or yeah, I didn't buy a Chromebook and I 100% agree. So it's like, if your reputation is that bad that you sell everyone like a Chromebook and then they hate it, that's not return business or anything. Can I try? Oh, someone's got a recommendation for a video. Okay. Can you try Parallels Desktop? It says you can run Windows applications and even for gaming. So I think it's a scam. Parallels Desktop. Okay, I will look into that actually and maybe make a video on that. If you have something that's a scam or something that's questionable, please let me know. I'll make a video on that. I might go through and do that. And let me do get played. Let me write your username down too so I can give you credit for that if I do end up doing that. No promises. I'll look into it. But if you have something that's a scam or something, then like let me know. I'll go investigate. I enjoy doing that, investigating the scams. I may have no idea what I'm doing sometimes, but I at least go through and at least give it a shot. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm going to reveal what AMD is going to do next. Price drop. Or you mean NVIDIA. NVIDIA is going to price drop regardless because AMD will have already price dropped before they release. But yeah, no, I'm 100%. I'm down for looking at scams. This is my first time watching something from your channel, and just in 30 minutes I've been watching. It's been really good to hear a YouTuber just honestly talk about sketchy crap on the internet. You know what? It is extremely fun to actually look into that stuff when you are being careful about it. And when you look into sketchy stuff on the internet, people like watching the sketchy stuff. And so I really like making videos on that because not only is it fun for me, it's fun for people to watch. And that is ultimately what I enjoy doing. Now, the problem is there is a limited amount of sketchy stuff on the internet, sadly, because if there was more, I would have a much bigger channel. So I really, really sincerely hope that we have. If someone tells me a list of sketchy stuff, I will make videos on all of it. I enjoy doing that. So I love sketchy stuff and making videos on it and calling people out for sketchy stuff. Now, if people are honest, which is questionable nowadays, people are honest, then by all means, I have no problem with honest people making an honest living. But sketchy stuff, nope. Try using a Chromebook for that. I would, but I can't even edit. Like, I was gonna do a video on like trying to edit, like do a whole video on a Chromebook, but like there's no editing like the editing software wouldn't even, like, you'd be looking at 3 pixels on your screen because that's how freaking I have no idea what OCUC is, but I'll look that up. Yeah, if you guys want, is Omen a good PC or scam? Honestly, there's a lot of PCs out there, PC companies, and pre-builts are questionable, and I seem full of myself. Oh boy, well I don't think you've been, okay. Don't think you've been hearing what I've had to say about how I'm not trying to come across in any way as full of myself. I'm very grateful for where I am. Yeah, now Chromebooks are posting GeForce Now and advertising as gaming PCs. We can run RTX. And I don't want to make another video on Chromebooks. I've already made a trilogy. I don't know. Made 3 videos. I don't know. Do we need to extend this? I don't want to turn into like, what was it, Terminator that was going to do 3 and then it ended up with like 20 crappy episodes. I'm not trying to milk it. Just press Windows Alt key and R. Yeah. Let me get my hands off this. You have to go to class now. Well, good luck. Can you put a green screen? I could put a green screen, but like, I'll shrink this down. I'll shrink the camera down when we get started. And actually, I think we got less than 5 minutes. So we'll get started. Hopefully, my voice is already gone too, which is, is a good stream when your voice is already gone before like the stream's even started. Because usually my voice is like dead after a stream. Okay. AMD CPUs have virtualization. I think all modern CPUs have that. I have a 900 series series card, and it's time to upgrade. Keep the 1080 Ti. It's not worth the upgrade at the moment. Bitcoin miners who sell broken GPUs on eBay is a massive issue at the moment. Okay, we're gonna make another list. We're gonna keep adding stuff to the list, guys. I don't know how you figure out which one is a fake card and which one's a real card. Sorry, or like figure that out. But I will look into that. And maybe make a video on that as well. Do game boosters actually work, or they don't Game boosters. What are game boosters? Like I know that like they give you like I know the game boosters and like higher points, or you know, you'll get higher rewards in the games. But like if game boosters like what do they do? Like make your game run faster? I'm not aware of any of those, because if you could get back to me on that, I'd be interested in like looking into that too. How much do you think the 20 series cards will drop? So basically after this release today, you're gonna have all the cards on the table. You're gonna know whether or not you're about scam baiting. I've kind of looked into that, but everything's gonna be on the table, so you can probably make a pretty educated decision for the next couple months about what CPU to buy, what GPU to buy. I need a J's Tech XJ's 2 cents collab if you want to scam mech market lol. Okay, so /r mech market. I'll look on that Reddit. I appreciate that. That'd be a good Reddit, scam Reddit. They kill processes and free RAM. Yeah, I've looked into those. Those are kind of, they won't do much, but if they're over advertising, they probably are worth the video. If they're saying that like they can turn your computer into like an ultimate gaming computer, then yuck. I think we have 3 minutes left, guys, so I'm gonna start getting ready to have the stream go live. And by the way, guys, I am watching this on oh boy, welcome to, oh, I appreciate that. I think that's like my second sub on this entire channel. So also I'm gonna plug my merch, but I actually made this myself. So like these designs on the merch thing, I made myself. Like I spent like a couple hours working on. So if that's something you want to do, by all means, but I'm actually just gonna buy one for Christmas for myself. So I appreciate it. Actually, I tell you what, after this stream, you guys stick around, I'll play Among Us with you guys. If you stick around, we'll join a Discord, we'll play Among Us. If you guys really want to do that after this, we'll get started. We'll play Among Us. Actually, I think I have class afterwards, but it might be 30 minutes after or something. Actually, I think I'm kind of skipping class for this, so we'll see. That's the great way to do this. Okay, guys. Yeah. Game booster. Oh, I need the name of it though to investigate. I appreciate the member and everything. Let's get started. Pre-show discussion, no more. And get my text out of here, and we'll get started. Does this bring? Yes, I am also Aviant. I have my other channel. That was my original channel that I did for like 4 years, actually like a year or so. Okay, I think we are all set to go. Let's get hopefully the stream starts in 60 seconds, and let's get going. Oh boy, you guys, I really appreciate it. This is like the most people that I've had like become a member or anything, and I'm serious about this, guys. I really. Thank you very much for, the stream has been one of my like all-time best streams I think I've ever had. I sincerely appreciate it. You guys have, it's been a great stream, at least for the beginning, and it's been honestly very fun. So I hope to do this again on, it's called Razer Cortex. Okay. That will be a nice video. Okay, Razer Cortex, that might be a video. Okay. That might be a video. I will definitely look into that. I have a list on I have written it all down. And then I think on the back here is my calc, or I think my physics. But yeah. Thank you guys very much. And I think we are supposed to start soon. I'm going to switch over to the, I'm just watching this on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Kylan, for also joining as a member. Thank you guys so much for everyone that joined as a member. I think we started. Nope, it's still not starting. Okay, I'm going to switch off the image real quick. And it's still waiting for it to pop. You guys are welcome to watch it. I'm just watching this on YouTube and we watch together. So. Starting? It's still not starting. I'm going to go shut the door real quick, so. Okay, I think we are getting ready to get started, boys. I'm kind of excited. Yo, this chat, you guys look at this chat. This is the chat I aspire to be. Only us just sitting here waiting. Thank you very much for everyone that's been super positive in the stream and stuff. I've been sincerely enjoyed it. What price cards processors are selling for in many countries? Yo, this chat, dude. This chat is, oh, there we go. It's a premiere. Ew. It's a premiere. Well, I mean, I guess that's how they gotta do it nowadays. Okay, I'm gonna put this down real quick. Just make sure I get the audio right real quick. I hope that's good. Probably drop it down a bit. Gotta figure out where I gotta put the audio at. But yeah, no, let me put this full screen real quick and we'll get started. So yeah, no, I'm really excited to see. I'm really, what headphones are those? These are actually the Behringer DD770 Pros. And these are the 80 ohms. I have an amp on here and stuff. I actually bought these like 4 weeks ago, and I actually like them a lot. The only problem is I was hoping they'd be a little bit more quiet. I have an air conditioning unit in the back here, and so that's really yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. So yeah. So I like these a lot. If you're interested in those, you can go buy them. I can give you a link if you want that, and if you want, I can do an affiliate link too. So if you want to help me out that way, but other than that, you're welcome to go through and do that. Yeah. So welcome everybody to the official AMD live stream of the Ryzen or the Zen AMD's. Oh boy, what am I saying? RDNA 2, and yeah. Cortex actually frees 2.5 gigabytes of RAM and actually helps my FPS. I will look into it. Like, I'm not saying that I'm going to make a video on it. Like, if it does something, then that's kind of, like, even if it's questionable, I might make an investigative video on it. Like, that's what I enjoy doing is, like, the product investigations. So even if they advertise being, and they do something, then I'll advertise them because they're doing something good. Like, if this is a software that turns your computer into a gaming PC, then yeah, all means, yeah. But, let me drop the sound a little bit on this too. There we go. I think we're all good. Okay. Black screen, everybody. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. I must drop the screen a little bit down too. And this is the quality too. This is not my stream. This is like the quality is this bad. I mean, let's see if I can. I know my quality is really good. Okay, this is really that bad quality. Sorry. Make the text on the top. There you go. I'll put this up here in the corner real quick. I mean, this is all cool gaming stuff, but like, do we really care about? I'm sorry. Do we really care about the gaming? We want to know the specs and the frame rate and the performance. So. I mean, I see some ray tracing in that, so I mean, it looks good. You see a little bit of ray tracing on the edges here. And I mean, these graphics look great, but I mean, this is just footage. I don't want to play, but a bit more loud. Okay, I got you guys. There you go. Well, the problem is this is quieter than it was before. And then people complain about being too loud. Sorry. I mean, this is a great trailer. But like, are you guys seeing the visual artifacts down here? I'm sorry. Like, this quality is horrible.
Welcome everyone. Thank you all for joining us today for this second half of our next-gen PC platform launch. I loved seeing all of your excitement when we introduced the Ryzen 5000 series a few weeks ago. It was actually the most watched launch video in AMD history. And I must say, we're very proud of what Zen 3 brings to gamers. But today is all about Big Navi. I'm really excited to show you the new RDNA 2 architecture and our full stack of Radeon RX6000 series products. As you know, we brought the first generation of RDNA architecture to market in 2019 with the Radeon RX5700 XT. And with the combined launch of the 5700 XT and the Ryzen 3000 series, AMD became the first company to introduce a high-performance CPU and GPU together. And we delivered a winning combination of computing and gaming performance, including CPU and GPU of the year in 2019 from PC Gamer. Now, 2020 is really the year of the gamer. I know many of you can't wait to get your hands on the next-gen consoles. Whether it's the Microsoft Xbox Series X and Series S or the Sony PlayStation 5, we are so proud that AMD is enabling these incredible gaming experiences, which is why we like to say that AMD is where gaming begins. Now, earlier this month, I showed you our new AMD Ryzen 5000 series, the world's best gaming processor. Our next-gen Ryzen processor combines absolute performance leadership in single-threaded performance, gaming, and creative workloads with leadership performance per watt. And for millions of you, it's a drop-in upgrade to your existing AM4 motherboard. Now, as successful as we've been with Ryzen, many of you have asked us to compete at the highest end of gaming GPUs as well. And today, we're ready to show you exactly what we've been working on. I'm so excited to show you the Radeon RX6000 series. It's absolutely the most powerful gaming GPU we've ever built. I think you'll be pretty pleased with what you see. I often talk about the fact that we're on a journey, and we are on a journey. Just like with our Zen CPU architecture, we're on a multi-year journey in GPUs with our RDNA architecture. We designed RDNA specifically for gaming, and our first-gen RDNA products delivered 50% better performance per watt over our GCN architecture. We wanted to take another big step with RDNA 2 and deliver another 50% generational improvement in perf per watt. And with RDNA 2, we also set the very ambitious goal to deliver leadership gaming performance. And now I'm very happy to show you for the first time, Big Navi. This is the chip at the heart of our high-end Radeon RX6000 series. 26.8 billion transistors built with leading-edge 7nm process technology. Big Navi is our first product powered by RDNA 2. We have made incredible progress on the architectural front. And now let me turn it over to AMD fellow Laura Smith to give you more details on the architecture.
Thank you, Lisa. Our graphics architecture roadmap has a clear goal: gaming leadership across the ecosystem. The GCN was a great architecture, but we knew we needed to rethink graphics and build the best engine for the future. We wanted to build a set of technologies that game developers could use across all platforms. The first major step was RDNA, introduced last year. RDNA was a new architecture and used a 7nm process node, which helped us with the large initial gains. We committed to you that our engineers had plans in the works for RDNA 2, and we would be back quickly with another significant improvement. By combining our expertise in CPU design, deep gaming history, and broad ecosystem partnerships, RDNA 2 is built to be the gaming architecture for all gamers across console, PC, and beyond. We had some very ambitious goals with RDNA 2. Significantly higher performance, 50% improvement in performance per watt.
Honestly, I don't particularly care for all the marketing jargon. I'm more expecting just like numbers and game and benchmarks.
When combined, they become extremely
What's after
difficult
7nm?
Because as you push performance, a natural side effect is more power. New features also mean more computation, further challenging both speed and power metrics. For RDNA 2, we made significant gains in all these areas.
3nm, 2.5,
the compute
1.5.
unit is the core of the architecture. We advanced all aspects of the compute unit design, leveraging techniques first developed in CPUs. We deployed pervasive fine-grained clock gating, reimagined the pipeline to aggressively maximize performance while minimizing data movement. In combination, these elements made the compute units 30%
just see the numbers,
more
guys.
energy
Be respectful,
efficient,
guys.
allowing them to be pushed faster. Gaming at 4K requires
We'll
more
be down
data
for the numbers,
to be
though.
brought into the chip.
Don't
The
care about
amount
this.
of data more than doubles as we move from 1440p to 4K. The more efficient the memory subsystem is, the higher fidelity the images are, and the more you can push the frame rates. We took a new approach to solving this technical
only thing I noticed
challenge
though, she's
for
reading from a
gaming,
teleprompter,
and deployed a
always notice that now
graphics-optimized,
since I actually have one.
high-density, high-speed cache based on the Zen L3 cache. We call this the Infinity Cache. The Infinity Cache minimizes DRAM bottlenecks, latencies, and power consumption. Our specialized Infinity Cache, combined with a 256-bit G6 interface, delivers more than twice the effective bandwidth of a traditional 384-bit G6 solution and at lower power consumption. High frequency is important for gaming performance. RDNA 2 is built with custom libraries and high-speed design flows, maximizing frequency in 7nm. With RDNA 2, our silicon design and architectural improvements, we are able to deliver 30% faster frequencies in the same 7nm process node. Pulling all this together, the RDNA 2 architecture beats our aggressive performance per watt goal, achieving 54%. With RDNA 2, we also focused on bringing new hardware features into the architecture. We partnered closely with Microsoft on DirectX 12 Ultimate features, including
Well, they worked with the
DirectX
Xbox,
ray
so yeah.
tracing, variable rate shading, mesh
I don't know how
shaders,
long
and
this
sampler
is, but-
feedback. RDNA 2 will also support Microsoft Direct Storage API. We're excited about this new API that will enhance the gaming experience by significantly reducing game asset load times from large SSDs. We compared the performance of RDNA 2 to our prior generation. And when we put it all
That's right.
together,
What did I do to
on
y'all?
average, RDNA 2 delivers double the performance and with great power efficiency. We are so proud of what we've accomplished with RDNA 2, and we are not stopping. The team is executing to plan. RDNA
if we
2
can hit
is here, and
2.8
the RDNA
gigahertz on a
3 team is
freaking
well into
graphics card, I'd be
execution.
down.
Let me welcome Scott Herkelman to show RDNA 2 in our new RX6000 series products.
Scott. Oh, that's a cool graphic.
Hello to all of the gamers tuning in, and welcome to our Radeon RX6000 series
That
product
looks like a
reveal.
nice graphics card.
As a hardcore League of Legends and Borderlands 3 player and playing these games on our RX6000 series over the past few weeks, I'm so excited and proud to be here with you today. Allow me to introduce you to our brand new AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT graphics card. The 6800 XT is purposefully designed to play all of your favorite
That's a lot of
AAA
memory.
games at 4K and below resolutions, and at the highest quality settings available. It comes with 72 compute units and runs with a game clock of over 2 gigahertz. This card features a 2.25 gigahertz boost clock that pushes some of the highest frequencies we've ever achieved, all thanks to the incredible work done by our engineering team on the RDNA 2 architecture. The 6800 XT will also feature 128 megabytes of infinity cache that is power efficient while driving the bandwidth needed for high resolution gaming. Paired with 16 gigabytes of blazing fast GDDR6 memory, you'll be ready for the most demanding high resolution games that you want to play. And we've delivered all of this incredible performance with a total board power of just 300 watts. As you can see, the 6800 XT not only delivers on 4K 60 frames per second, but in most cases, it overperforms. We've been maxing out all the settings in games like Battlefield 5, Borderlands 3, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and the performance has just been awesome to experience.
Feels like 3080
Let's take a
performance.
look at how the 6800 XT competes head-to-head against the latest offering from the competition. Here, we compare their best API scores to our best.
Oh, so
API
3080.
scores.
Oh
The
boy.
best versus the best.
Oh boy.
And as you can see, the 6800 XT trades blows and has some significant wins across.
And this
a
is
variety
even
of
the
titles.
39.
And it does
oh
all
boy.
of this at less power consumption than the competition. For the 1440p gamers out there, we have some great results for you too. Over the last several years, more and more gamers have adopted 1440p monitors as their
So that's
display
like
choice.
on par.
Here are the same
Ooh.
games we showed you before, running the same best versus best API scenario
Ooh.
at 1440p resolution. I personally love seeing so many games running at over 100 frames per second with all of the settings maxed out. This is just an incredible amount of performance. All in all, the 6800 XT is a fantastic
pretty good,
choice
guys.
for enthusiast gamers. We even have more performance we are delivering with
Now-
two very cool features. The first is a one-click overclocking button we've built into our
So the other
Radeon
thing I'd
software
keep in mind
package
too is
that we
AMD
call
has a
Rage Mode.
historically
Now, Rage Mode
large
automatically
history
takes advantage
of
the overclocking headroom.
Okay, so AMD has a historically long history of improving their performance over drivers. So
And the second is made possible because of the fact that only AMD can deliver both high-performance processors and high-performance GPUs.
so the 3080 also
We
uses
call
less
this
power,
feature
so or
AMD
uses more power. So this is
Smart
actually more power
AMD
efficient.
Smart Access Memory unlocks the greater amount of high-speed memory from the AMD Radeon RX6000 series graphics cards to the AMD Ryzen 5000 series processors, and it delivers additional levels of
pretty good.
performance in games. Simply pair these components with our 500 series chipset motherboards, enable the setting in the BIOS, and the performance uplift becomes automatic. When you combine AMD Smart Access Memory with the one-click overclocking of Rage Mode, you'll get a boost in performance in many of the games you love. we're seeing up to a 13% performance increase. And that's before game developers begin to optimize for this new capability. Now, we know a lot of you absolutely love frames per second performance just like us. However, we can also improve the game experience by reducing latency. The differences of milliseconds of latency in a competitive game can be the difference between a major win and a major loss. Last year, we pushed the industry to recognize there was a better way to provide competitive gamers with less latency from mouse click to the screen, giving competitive gamers who own the RX6000 series a serious leg up on their competition. Today, we are pushing the boundaries again and further reducing latency in competitive games for even better results. Combining the latest implementation of Radeon anti-lag with the FreeSync monitor can reduce lag in your DX9 and in your DX11 games. In Fortnite, for example, gamers can realize up to 8 milliseconds of latency reduction by simply enabling this feature in Radeon software. More recently, we introduced Radeon Boost, a unique feature that's a step beyond anti-lag. For select games, Radeon Boost offers dynamic resolution in response to your mouse or controller inputs, leading to higher frame rates and, as a result, quicker responses
3080s
to
on
your
eBay.
input. Both Radeon Anti-Lag and Radeon Boost can be enabled via the Radeon software that comes
So
with your
all this
graphics
tells
card.
us is that if you
And
can't get a
neither
3080,
of
you can
them
just get
require a proprietary API or a game
6800.
integration to provide latency-reducing benefits.
This
As
is
you can
on
see,
par,
the
wow.
combination of these technologies can contribute up to 37% latency reduction in highly competitive games like Fortnite running at 4K. Now, performance is king, but let's talk for a minute about how we are improving the visual experience as well. With full hardware support for DX12 Ultimate, the Radeon
Was that an XT
RX6000
model or
series
no?
is ready to enable ray tracing and variable rate shading in upcoming titles. We've also expanded our library of Fidelity FX features to work hand in hand with ray tracing, compute, and shader effects to enable the higher level of visual
Yes, it was. It was
fidelity
the XT
while
model.
ensuring high frame rates. For DX12 Ultimate, we've added an optimized denoiser for ray tracing effects and a variable rate shading algorithm that can adapt image quality based upon luminance and motion. We've also added a suite of compute-based effects to be used alongside ray tracing, like optimized screen space reflections and an optimized ambient occlusion. We're always looking to help developers with new initiatives and are already working on a super resolution feature to give gamers an option for more performance when using ray tracing. As of today, our AMD Fidelity FX supported games list has grown to 35 titles using a variety of our features. So let's take a look at some of these new features in an upcoming game with never before seen footage from Counterplay Studios and their fantastic game, Godfall. Godfall is a brand new third-person perspective, next-generation looter slasher that challenges gamers to engage in high-impact melee combat as they hunt for loot, equip legendary armor, and defeat vicious enemies. Leveraging the latest DirectX 12 Ultimate API,
I see some ray tracing on there.
Godfall features DirectX ray tracing, variable rate shading, and supports Fidelity FX CAS to deliver incredible levels of stunning fidelity. I personally can't wait to play this game, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, let's hear from a few more of our game developer partners about the work they've done with us on RDNA 2 and what you can expect in their games coming soon.
So, real quick while we have the ad break.
I'm here to talk about Far Cry 6 and some of the new technologies
So,
we've been collaborating with.
basically, it looks like the 6800 XT is just on par with the 3080, slightly better actually. So it means that likely they are caught up with NVIDIA, even with this insane generation that we had. So think about this: the AMD was behind this in the 20 series by like they didn't even have a high-end card, and now they've jumped up. And with the supply shortages from NVIDIA, we may actually see some extreme purchases from these cards. So these cards are actually extremely competitive, especially with the difficulty that we're having. So I can't wait to see prices. I'm assuming now prices, we're going to probably see something around the same as the 3080 for the 6800 XT, probably around the same price, to be honest. And then that way you'd buy the 6800 XT. And keep in mind as well that AMD historically, as I said earlier, does better in their driver optimizations over time. So you may end up seeing in like 2 years that the 6800 XT is actually even better than the 3080. This is actually, yeah, this is really competitive. So regardless, the price of these cards are going to have to go down. No, NVIDIA did a great job with the release, but AMD like caught up ground and is on par now. Like they were before behind. So this is actually a really good release.
The RDNA 2 architecture and the Radeon 6000
Yeah, I agree. I want to see independent benchmarks. Yes, I agree. 100% want to see independent benchmarks. Yes. Yeah, so the 3080 wattage, let me see what the 3080 wattage. So 3080 does 150 watts where the 6800 XT only does 300.
Never before seen gameplay with gorgeous graphics that use a combination of ray tracing and fidelity effects running on the Radeon RX6000 series graphics cards. Be sure to check out amd.com starting tomorrow to see more. I'm happy to announce that the Radeon RX6800 XT will be available on November 18th, starting at $649. But we are not done yet. Today, we are also announcing the Radeon RX6800 with 60 compute units, a 1.815 gigahertz game clock with a boost clock of over 2.1 gigahertz. It will feature the same 128 megabytes of Infinity cache and be available with 16 gigabytes of
It's $50
GDDR6
cheaper than the
memory
3080?
with a board power
It is like
of
10%
just
better?
250 watts.
What?
The Radeon RX6800 is a fantastic entry
What?
in 4K gaming,
What?
delivering more performance than the 2080 Ti.
It's not
which
even,
was
and with the
launched at
overclock, it's like, oh my
$999.
gosh.
The 6800 delivers over 60 frames per second in all of these games, giving you the confidence you need to step into the 4K gaming experience. That same great performance extends to 1440p resolution, where the RX 6800 tears through the latest games, delivering about 18% more performance than the 2080 Ti on average. The Radeon RX 6800 will be available to gamers starting at a price of $579 on November 18th. Now, let's bring back Lisa to wrap things up.
What was it, $499? Sorry, I need to go back and look at this. Make sure I get the prices right.
Thanks, Scott and Laura. The AMD Radeon 6800 XT and 6800 deliver simply incredible 4K and 1440p gaming experiences. This is the power of RDNA 2. And once we add the smart access memory technology, gamers can even get higher frames per second when pairing Radeon 6000 GPUs with Ryzen 5000 series. Now, I saw online that some of you were wondering which big Navi product we previewed during our Ryzen 5000 launch earlier this month. For the record, that was the 6800 XT. But you know, we always save the best for last, and I always get the most fun jobs. So today, that means I have one more GPU to show you. We didn't stop with the Radeon RX 6800 XT. We knew that the RDNA 2 architecture could give gamers even more. I'm so excited to share with you for the very first time the AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. Now, isn't this just absolutely gorgeous? And you'll see that it's actually relatively compact for all the performance that it delivers. It's actually the same size as our 6800 XT card. Our top-of-the-stack Radeon GPU is built for the ultimate in 4K gaming performance. The 6900 XT combines 80 compute units with a 2.25 gigahertz boost clock to deliver even more performance at the highest settings. With 16 gigabytes of graphics memory, the 6900 XT is ready for the most demanding next-gen games. And with the power efficiency of RDNA 2, we've been able to deliver all of this with a total board power of 300 watts. Now, Laura showed you that we achieved a 54% generational improvement in perf per
No, this
watt
is pretty
with the 6800
poggers.
XT.
I agree.
With the 6900 XT, we improved things even more, hitting 65% more performance per watt over first-gen RDNA. I'm so proud of our engineers who worked incredibly hard to optimize every aspect of RDNA 2 to achieve this performance. Now let's see how all of this translates to gaming performance. Running at 4K with the highest settings, the 6900 XT looks absolutely fantastic. It's extremely competitive across the board, consistently delivering high frame rates in your favorite games. Just take a look at the performance we see against the competition in Battlefield 5, Call of Duty, and Gears of War 5. All of this is at lower power with a smaller card form factor.
What?
Now, let's talk about price and availability. The AMD Radeon RX6000 XT will be available on December 8th, starting at $999.
Oh my
You
gosh.
asked for AMD to bring the highest graphics performance
3090
to the gaming
performance
market,
for
and we're doing
$500
just
less.
that. I hope you now feel that with the Ryzen 5000 series and the Radeon 6000
What?
series, AMD is your best choice for your next generation
What?
PC gaming platform. Whether you want a game with ultimate performance
What?
and AAA titles
What?
at 4K resolution, or you're an esports fan who needs incredibly high frame rates and
What?
responsiveness, across
400?
the board for every gamer at every
What?
price, AMD has the CPU and GPU combination for you. So I hope
What?
you're as excited as we are. We can't wait to get these
$500
products in your
less?
hands. So look for the Ryzen 5000 series starting November 5th, the Radeon RX 6800 series starting November 18th, and the Radeon RX 6900 XT starting December 8th. To wrap up here, this has been quite a journey for us, and I'm incredibly proud of our CPU and GPU teams who have worked years for this moment. AMD is delivering the best to the industry. We want to thank all of you for your passion and enthusiasm and for always pushing us to be the best.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, boys, we've ended up with a quite the announcement stream. Basically the entire summary of this announcement stream is AMD pretty much caught up to Nvidia. So even with their impressive launch, holy crap. I don't know what I just picked. But yeah, no, I extremely impressed by holy crap. Like, we just got something that is on par with the highest end. Like, it's literally the same as NVIDIA. Like, even in better in circumstances. Like, what the heck? Like, that was so good. Hold on, let me see if I can close this out real quick. And you guys can see my entire room. Nice little background here. But no, like, what the heck? Like, that announcement stream is like God tier. What the heck? Okay, let's see how you guys can see my interesting background here. You can see my roof behind there too. But no, like, what the heck? We got something that's like, what the heck? December is a long time though. I 100% agree. But no, that's insane. Yo. So hold on, let me put this in. Let me make this darker real quick too, so you guys can see this. So like, let's see, let's do a outline in black. But like, no, that's impressive. That's really impressive. Let me make this like 5. Yeah, no, that's like insane actually. I'm not doing J's 2 cents worth setups, but no, that's like, so we have pretty much 3090 level performance for a $500 less, like 30% cheaper. Yo, basically AMD caught up to Nvidia and then threw the gauntlet down at the door with the 3000, what is it, 6900 XT. 3090 performance for $500 less. Like, what else do you do at that point? Like, the 6800 is like pretty much between the 3070 and the 3080 in performance. It's pretty much dead center in between. So like, what do you even do at that point? Like, dude, that is so freaking good. Like, so remember last time with AMD had their with Ryzen, we had the 3000 series, which was pretty much on par with what Intel's offering is, and now the 5000 series is pretty much ahead. This is like the 3000 series for graphics cards. They caught up and they are like on par. Now I'm saying wait for benchmarks, by all means. But what's even more impressive is AMD had a much bigger generational leap than NVIDIA, because if you compare the top tier 5700 XT to the 5800, or compare the 5700 XT to the 6800 XT, it is such a freaking big gap compared to like a 3080 and a 2080. Like it's so good. And then this is like overclocking. They didn't even mention the overclocking performance of the 3090. Their overclocking software got them like 10% more performance too. So like this is poggers. Holy crap. They were running ray tracing on that, I thought. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I agree. 100% independent benchmarks. 100% independent benchmarks. By all means. 100%. But like, no, that's poggers. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's impressive for a company to make that big of a generational leap to catch up to NVIDIA. Like, that is such a good jump that it's so surprising. And I think that was with ray tracing, because all the footage they showed was with ray tracing. So I don't know. If that is with ray tracing, then man, I am looking forward to the next couple years of graphics cards. Man. Like, if you bought a 2080 Ti this year, and then you bought like oh my gosh, you're done. Dude, this is so insane. Yeah, 3090s are going to be everywhere on eBay. $1,500 for a 3090 when you could instead get freaking the same thing for like a $500 cheaper. Oh my gosh. Yo. Well, I don't know. It's so insane. I know, it's it didn't even mention Intel 20 times. Yeah, I know, like what the heck? So how many new listings on eBay? Let me go on eBay real quick. eBay.com. Let's do 3090. How many people bought a 3090 right now? How many 3090s exist on the internet right now? Let's do price. Let's get some prices on here, boys. Over $150. Let's see. How many prices? Do we have any panic sellers, guys? Panic sellers. NVIDIA panic sellers, guys. I'm interested. RTX. Let's see. We have panic sellers already. We already have panic sellers. Oh my gosh. People are selling it for $1,500. $1,000. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no 5700 XT though, but I mean, that's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie, that's a solid card. Like, dang, that is a solid release if you ever saw one. Like, this is the 3000 series was with Ryzen compared to Intel. We're now getting that with AMD, and NVIDIA isn't even complacent. Like, what I mean by complacent is they're not on 14 nanometer plus. They're not at a disadvantage. NVIDIA is still trucking along, so it's going to be really competitive over the next couple of years in graphics cards. Yeah, 3090s right now, 3090 scalpers that are sitting on their like 50 3090s right now, a lot losing money, man. Ooh boy, they're about to lose their money, and I honestly, I don't think I regret that at all. AMD pulled out an extremely good launch. Like, if this is correct and the independent reviewers do the same thing about this, then yeah, I know. I just need to. I'll have to just make a meme. I'm gonna make a coffin dance meme, and that's gonna be the only video I'll make about it. But dang. Same thing as turning and Navi, where $50 less is better restoration, but worse RT and losses due to DLSS. I don't know. We have to wait, but like, I don't know. This is as good as everyone thinks it is. Man, I don't know. It's gonna be pretty spicy. Yeah, driver support is my only concern, which I hope NVIDIA or AMD, for the sake of profit and stuff, can get going. Like, man, that's insane. I'm so impressed. Yeah, it will be mad. Like, the scalpers, think about it this way though. Those scalpers that have the money to go buy all those cards probably already bought the cards. They bought all the 3090s, and now the 3090s are useless. So then they're trying to return like 15 3090s, and now they're gonna wait for that money to get back before they go buy the new AMD cards. And these AMD cards are pretty much replaceable for any card in the NVIDIA lineup. And even like the 3080 is slightly better than the the 6800 XT is slightly better than the freaking 3080. So like, it's insane. Yeah, I know the driver decision sucks. So we need to see what happens with the drivers. Price after scalpers. Yeah. So 3900 XT and then price after scalpers is like, I agree. 100%. 100%. It's 2500. I mean, it's 500 cheaper. It's obvious who won. Yeah. I don't know. We really have to see what performance is like, but I mean, yeah, thanks for heading off. I got a class at 12:50, so that's gonna probably when the stream's gonna wrap up. If you guys want to play Among Us afterwards, I'm going to put my Discord server in here, and I'm going to put I'll pin this as well. I'll invite you to it, and then we can play Among Us after my class, which is gonna be like, let's see, I think it's gonna be like 30 minutes or I think an hour. So if you guys want to play Among Us after, I want to put my join Discord for Among Us in hour. If you want to play Among Us, you're welcome to it. And I'm going to pin this real quick. Replace pin message. And that should replace the pin message here. But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to seeing this. So if you guys are interested in playing Among Us, then I posted the link in there after my class, and we can get started, get going. Also, let me edit this real quick. Can I edit this? Okay. Join my Discord server. Yeah. So if you want to play Among Us, guys, that would be the place to go. We'll play that after, but for the most part, yeah, if you want to just join in there and talk about stuff. But yeah, no, if you haven't subscribed already, you could subscribe if that's your thing. If not, by the way, my friend hopefully should have got his computer. I bought a computer for a subscriber. I plan to do more of those videos. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, definitely check that out. And thank you, Eric Jara, for that donation. But no, so I'm planning on having a video coming out this Saturday about me giving a subscriber a computer. That'd be a cool video if you're interested in that. Let me see if it actually got here yet. It's out for delivery still. But hopefully he'll get that by 9 o'clock tonight. And then I can finish that video up. And so Saturday, there'll be giving a subscriber a gaming PC. If you want to play Among Us, go in the title. We'll play a big old game afterwards. And if you guys want to play Minecraft too, actually, let me do this too. Let me put my Minecraft server in. If you like, this is a private SMP style Minecraft server. I'll just self promote while we're at it. Never generate new link. Okay, copy. Okay, let's put this all in here real quick. Let me copy this real quick. And I'll put my Minecraft server in here while we wait. Oh, nope, that's not what I want to do. Well, that's the Minecraft server. And let's see. So yeah, so this is, I forget which one's which, huh? U is the one. Let's do Discord server for Among Us. Minecraft server. If you guys want to play Minecraft, then I'm gonna place the pin message. But yeah, anyway, there you go. If you want to play on my Minecraft server and join that, we can do that too. But yeah, if you guys want to join through Minecraft. Anyway, but no, this is an extremely poggers release. Like I'm really solid and excited about like the way that this was pulled off. Like this is a good release, and I am expecting scalpers. Yes. Who says Lisa Su and the engineering team didn't revamp the graphics cards the same way they improved their hardware? Yeah, the graphics cards are the graphics cards are going insane. Like the CPUs are just chucking along insane. Like it's great. And thank you for the donation, by the way. But yeah, if you want to play on my Minecraft server, that's all pinned on the messages up here too, guys. So if you want to play on my Minecraft server, join me on that. Or if you want to play Among Us afterwards, we'll be playing Among Us too this afternoon. So yeah, let's check NVIDIA stock. Let's see how much this stuff tanked. It's down. Let's see. How much did this go down during this meeting? Not much, actually. From 12 to 1, it didn't go down much. How much did AMD stock go up, though? I'm sure AMD stock went up. It's down? AMD stock actually went down. What the heck? It went down $1? What the heck? Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. That's why I don't get in the stock market. Stock market is stupid. But no, like, yeah, if you want to join the Discord server and stuff, you want to play Among Us with us, hop in there. And, or if you want to play Minecraft with me, I have a, actually, you know what? Let's just play Minecraft while we're at it, while we wait and we talk about this thing. I'll show you my Minecraft world. Yo, that's going to be the mad flex, guys. Minecraft world time. Minecraft. Let's play some Minecraft, guys. Let me put my, display capture off. We'll play Minecraft. I'll show you around my Minecraft world before I have class in 10 minutes. So, yeah, no, honestly, I am extremely impressed with this release. Like, extremely impressed. Like, this is, if you could do it any better, this is the best way, pretty much the best way that they could have done this. So, yeah, the stock market is extremely unstable. But yeah, no, I 100% agree. This was a solid launch that did a great job. Put this in the corner here. We'll play Minecraft for a bit. But no, solid release. 100% solid release. I'm really impressed. Great release. And can I do game capture in here? Let's play some Minecraft real quick. But no, so like, yeah, people that bought stock for NVIDIA are not doing the best at the moment. I'm pretty sure this is just not going to be straight up a good time. Yeah, but people sold, I don't know. People sold stuff real quick. Okay. That's my Minecraft world loading up. It's okay. It crashed. Minecraft. Play again. But no, I 100%. Do we know the price of the cards? Yeah, I put the prices up in the top, wherever that is up there. Yeah, prices are up there. I at least went through there, and I'm not gonna make a video. Some YouTubers will get off and make like a video on it, but let me put this up here real quick. So yes, let's see. Did I really crash out? Nope. Okay. So I was down here working on shops and stuff. Oh, we got some more people in here. But no, this is the Minecraft server, y'all. If you want to join my, this is you have to apply for it, but I don't think I'd be too worried about it. Yeah, this is my too much time that I've spent on freaking Minecraft. But no, this is insane with the performance that we've gotten here. Like, what the heck? Like, absolutely insane. You guys want to see a... Yeah, honestly, I think the 6800 XT is definitely a solid card. Like, no questions asked. I would 100% use the 6800 XT. Like, that's a great card. The 6900 XT, though, I would... 6900 XT, I would definitely go for as well. If I had the money for it. I don't know. I just bought a subscriber computer, so I don't know how that works out. But if you guys want to join the Minecraft server, it's up in the pinned message. If not, I hope to see you around in the future. But if you want to join, you want to see a really this is a really cool machine. So yes, if you want to see, this is a really cool machine. So this is by I think Il Mango, and this is basically just a mega cobblestone generator. So it uses like, you basically flip the switch and you get like cobblestone for days. So it just basically puts the cobblestone, and we have like huge, anyway, I'm sorry, I'm showing off my Minecraft world, don't mind me. But no, it just drops the sucker and then the TNT blows it up and it goes all down into this smelters down here. And back for a sec, do you overclock with a race stealth cooler? You can probably overclock a little bit, it's not the best. But no, so like I have bamboo farm, a mega bamboo farm that cooks all these up, and then it takes from the, yeah, and then it basically drops it all down here, puts it on all these smelters, and then it re-smelts it again, and then it has smooth stone. So it's really cool. Yeah, honestly, the 3800 XT and the 3800 XT and the 3900 XT are extremely good cards. I think both either or. Now you're pretty much an either or with NVIDIA. You find either one, go through, and I can't do this because I'm kind of lagging myself. What the heck? This is a good computer. Why is it lagging? But no, either one, you'd be stuck in a good position. You'd be at a really good position either way to buy either or. I wouldn't be too worried about it. And yeah, no, so like, anyway, I'll show you around too. So like the bamboo farm over here, here's the bamboo farm that we have. But if you want to join Minecraft, there's an apply thing. But yeah, down here is a huge bamboo farm underneath this museum I'm working on. And no, it's absolutely insane. This this release has done an absolutely insane job. Yeah, I don't know. It's absolutely impressive. And if you want to join on Among Us, then we'll play Among Us after on here. If you want to join and apply for the Minecraft server, that's also in the title. But no. Yeah, I know. So this is the shopping area, and this is where everyone, we have like a bunch of people that play on here and have like shops. And this is all like, you can break everything in here too. So this is like vanilla Hermitcraft style. If you're into Minecraft. If not, then by all means head out. I just self-promote this because this is more of a lesser known thing. I'll probably make a public Minecraft server too. But anyway, thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, if you want to play on here and stuff, by all means. But thank you all. Join on iPad now. This is just Java edition. But no, like we have farms that automatically get us like food. Big, nice little farm here. And yeah, NVIDIA CPU coming. Yeah, I know NVIDIA is actually working on a CPU. They bought ARM, so that'd be interesting seeing. This is a meeting room. But no, like I can just fly around here for days. I just fly around here for the time. Who the heck planted god-awful amounts of bamboo? What the heck? But no, there's like, oh yeah, and then there's this farm over here, which I think might be broken. Let's see if it's broken. Yes, this is broken. This is a tree farm. Looks like it's broken. And then we have an iron farm over here. What if you don't have to say in some parts for the Minecraft application? Oh, well, I mean, I tell you what, if you say you came from YouTube, came from the YouTube channel, then I mean, I'd be down. Can I don't see, because I have this is my specs on here. I have a 3907X and a 1080 Ti for the rendering and stuff. I also do work for video editing, so it's not necessarily, yeah. ARM is RISC too, yeah, 100%. So they're gonna have a pretty powerful CPU, yeah. I'm doing Spanish, but I'll watch. I'm not gonna play a Let's Play. I have a class in 3 minutes, so it's gonna probably conclude our stream here, guys. So yeah. Let me pull this up and get my Zoom class going. Anyway, but yeah, no, 100% solid release. Let me get in here. But no, 100% solid release. Yeah, no, the chips are, everything's pretty solid. Like, not gonna lie, like, this is really, let me get in my Zoom meeting for my class. Actually, I don't know if I want to get this real quick. Wish I can't. Just get in here real quick. I'll join with later on. But no, yeah, this is like absolutely insane. Yeah, I have a class at 12:50, but I just have to take notes for people. It's a speech class, so oh well. But no, everything is Poggers, guys. This is a Poggers release. I'm really excited. Yeah, I think some people will definitely be going all AMD to play games now, and I'm really happy that the leaks that said that AMD was behind in this new release are actually all false. They are instead really, really good. I don't know what I should do. Oh, you guys want to check out the Nether? I'll show you around the Nether. But no. Yeah, I think they recorded it all with ray tracing too, which is going to be the interesting part there as well. This is the Nether, so everyone that builds on the server has, this is all survival too. But yeah, we all build on here, and then there's why the heck is there a ghast in here? That's gonna go somewhere bad, really. It's gonna blow something up. Not really. Okay. But yeah, no, 100%. It's just so nice. Everything in here. But no. Yeah, you want to check out the armor. So this is what happens. So this server hasn't ever reset. It's like 7 years old. So the armor you get here is like 1.14.1 lets you make god armor. So we all have god armor. Then you can upgrade the diamond armor. And then I have a god bow because like 1.8 lets you combine mending and infinity. Yeah, I know. They already have a video, and I'm more of a scam investigation YouTuber. I'll make videos about this because I enjoy watching it, but I don't know if I'm making a direct video. I might make a meme or something, because Saturday's video is about me giving a computer to a subscriber. So I don't know what the heck, who left their shulker box here. But no, so this is yeah, pretty much all of spawn. If you want to apply, go apply on the server and go through and do that. And yeah. But no, the snow is messing with, the rain is messing with the bitrate. Yeah, Let's see if I can get out of here. Yeah, snow is gonna like destroy the bitrate. Yeah, getting more RGB instead of more FPS. Yeah, but no, there's like plenty of stuff. There's a starter town. There's people using auto crafters and stuff over here. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for everyone that tuned in for the stream. I gotta head off to class and stuff, but yeah, no. This is just, there's so much here to explore, and if you're interested in joining, then by all means, join the Discord server. There's so much, and if you want to play Among Us, by the way, there's going to be a game of Among Us after my class. So it'll be like an hour and a half from now. We'll play Among Us. So if you want to play some of that, and I'll just fly through town real quick. But yeah, if you want to play Minecraft, the server's called Aviance, actually. It's a server I've had for 7 years now. It's all survival. We all build stuff in survival on here. This is all my town. But yeah, no, this turned into a Minecraft stream, but I'm just trying to get some people on there. So if you're interested in joining, it's in the pinned message. There's the Discord server for Among Us, and then there's a Discord server for the Minecraft server. So if you're I'm not actually PvP. I do a lot of building. I'll show you my latest project that I'm working on. But no, I'm down here, and this is I'm working on this museum up here. This is my museum. So I don't know what I'm doing too much with the floor yet, but basically this is a bamboo farm. It powers like a bunch of the super smelters and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm heading out for today because I have my first class starting out, and I will see you guys later. So thank you very much for joining me on stream, guys, and I sincerely really appreciate it. So if you want to, as I said, join the Discord server for Among Us. If you want to play Among Us afterwards, we'll be doing that. And if not, we will be playing Minecraft a little bit later today too. So if you want to join the Minecraft server, by all means do that. And thank you guys very much for joining me for today. I'm glad that I was able to spend this nice little announcement with you guys. So you guys have a great day, and hopefully see you guys around in the pretty soon. So if you want to, as I said, hang out, you can play Minecraft with me, or you can play Among Us with me this afternoon. Both servers are pinned. Have a great day, and please be safe with all the current mess going around. Bye.